Hello everyone, my name is Natalie Lyons and today I will be giving a presentation on why I believe and why you should believe that mental health screenings should be a routine part of primary care doctor checkups. How Am I Really by Natalie Lyons. Did you know that 50% of all mental health conditions begin by age 14? Or that 75% of all mental health conditions begin by the age of 24. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the time between when symptoms of mental illness start and professional intervention is approximately 11 years. Today's presentation is relevant to what I believe is all of us. Keeping tabs on your mental health is so important because whenever you feel bad mentally, you feel bad everywhere. Coming from someone who struggled with depression growing up, I always felt like my primary care doctor could have been more involved with mental health decisions. I think that having your doctor be a part of your mental health journey as well is really important because your mental health and your physical health are so closely linked, and we will go over that shortly. Today, we will start by going over the importance of mental health to everyday life. We will look at the importance of mental health screenings, and finally, we will ask the question, why? But first, let's talk mental health. Mental health is a vital part of our well-being and affects us in many different ways. I will discuss two here, but as you imagine, there are many more that would take years and years of explanations to even begin to cover. Firstly, according to the CDC, poor mental health can affect your physical health. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, mental health conditions can directly correlate to physical health conditions as well. Having depression, for instance, can increase your risk of getting diabetes later on, and something like bipolar disorder can increase your risks of heart disease later in life. In addition, mental health can even determine the life you live every day. Someone who is feeling mentally unwell may struggle with hygiene, productivity, personal relationships, and much, much more. How are you supposed to juggle the ins and outs of daily life when you can't even get out of bed in the morning? In this section, I will go over why mental health screening is so important. Firstly, by determining mental health checks on patients, doctors are able to catch serious conditions early on. To someone suffering with a difficult mental health condition, I apologize, preventing the worsening of symptoms is so crucial. Another benefit to regularly screening patients is reduced stigma in the community. For the final part of our presentation, our final segment, we will debrief together just why mental health screening is so important for routine checkups. Mental health conditions are common and they are not going away anytime soon. As years go by, it is becoming more and more common because of the stressors of daily life. There's the stresses of global warming. There's the stresses of finances. There's the stresses of aging and adulthood. There's a lot of stressful things going on all the time that make it so much easier to face things like depression and anxiety. It's just a normal part of life. According to the World Health Organization, 1 out of every 8 people will be diagnosed with a mental health condition, and that is worldwide. Regardless of this, around 10% of adults have private insurance coverage that does not cover mental health visits. This being said, In a world where we had mental health screenings when we went to the doctor for a checkup, this would not be a problem as it would be covered under regular health insurance. As we have established, mental health is a critical component as to what our physical health looks like as well. This being said, why is it not considered more in the doctor's office? As we close out for today, I would like for you to recall more on what we spoke about today. We spoke about mental health as a whole, as well as the large demographic that is affected by it. We learned the effectiveness of mental health screenings, and finally I explained why they should be much more common. On a final note today, can you feel sick without being physically ill? And when you do feel sick without being physically ill, what will you do about it? Thank you.